Alright guys, we're back. So where we left off last time, talking to Mum. She rests up Turtwig for us. Okay, so we get our very first journal. And on top of getting our very first journal, here's Barry's mum. Oh, Barry's mum. We like Barry's mum. Okay, that's too much. We like her as a friend. So there's our parcel for Barry. So we're the skivvy and we got Dirth. Wow, she got to her house quick. Alright. So now we are heading up to go and see Dawn. Bidoof, go CDT Pro. Bidoof. We will want to get a Bidoof later on. Because Bidoof is the best HM slave on the planet. We will need a HM slave. I didn't have one in Soul Silver, and I did thoroughly regret it. I had to turn my Dragonite into one. Soul Silver, in some way, shape or form, will be entering this walkthrough somehow, which I'll talk to you guys later. Yep. So I'm gonna go ahead in here and don't buy any Pokeballs just yet. We don't need any. So I'm just gonna stock up on 6 potions, as I always do. Okay, so now we get the pleasure of meeting Dawn again, who gives us a lecture. Alright, so this is how to catch Pokemon, people. I'll run you through it. First of all, use a physical attack to weaken your opponent. She should have attacked again, putting it on 1 or 2 HP. The lower the better. Then you go into the bag, select the appropriate equipment, i.e. a Pokeball, and throw it and hope for the best. Catching a Pokemon is judged on a mathematical equation and calculation that is based on certain things. For example, if your Pokemon has status problems like paralysis or something like that, then you are more likely to catch it. The lower the HP and the better the status problem, the higher catch rate. Plus, you can also alter catch rate while using a different Pokeball. A Pokeball has the lowest catch rate, and a Great Ball has a slightly higher catch rate. The Ultra Ball has the highest catch rate, and the Master Ball is a Pokeball that will catch any Pokemon without fail. So my team, I pretty much have a good idea of my first few Pokemon. So that's what I'm going to be doing at the moment. Just going to be looking for a certain Pokemon. Training CDT Pro at the same time. Okay. Good EVs. Alright, so now, it's a bit of a change having to go into items up here rather than using the bottom screen like I did in Soul Silver. It's a bit of a difference, but you get used to it. So I still haven't found the one I'm looking for. I was gonna catch a Starly, but I've changed my mind. I have the flying type Pokemon in mind that I need later on, but I'll deal with that later on when the time comes. So this is good because I'm looking for a Pokemon but training at the same time. There he is. Okay, it will probably remain level 2 throughout this whole walkthrough, because I'm lazy like that. I don't see the point in training my HM slaves. But oh, okay, so Bidoof is the new Rattata, by the way. So now we have our HM slave. You can press on with CDT Pro. That was a bit of luck. Alright, so we're going to take on this first trainer right here. Who has a level 5 Starly. who is faster than us, horribly. But all good. And we learned Absorb, which is awesome. Alright, so just gonna swap Shinx out, who is very low on HP, I just remembered that. Probably not a good idea. It's still nice to have the battle screen on the bottom screen. That's still a nice nice touch. I prefer that rather than scaling through loads of menus and stuff like that. Oh, I didn't want to do Bidoof, for God's sake. Alright. So, just a little bit of training here for Shinx. Not much though, I don't want to get too tied up doing this. Just a level. Oh. Oh, Shinx. Yeah, I never run from a fight. Come on, Bidoof. Okay, that's kind of bummed me out now that Shinx let me down like that. Okay. So ideally, I always want my my starter Pokemon, CDT Pro in this case, to be at least level 10 before we press on. It just saves any difficulties. So you can see from Soul Silver, there's a bit of changes in the Pokemon Center. Now you can't walk around, you've got to go up the escalator, and the PC is over here again, rather than being on the side there. So now that we've got CDT Pro, we've still got Shinx up front, which is fine. I wouldn't recommend actually fighting Bidoofs if you're training, because they are much stronger than your average wild Pokemon at this stage. So be wary of Bidoofs. Their defense is very good, although their attack's not very good. Their defense certainly is up there. Okay, Shinx is level 5. I'm just keeping Shinx up front to make sure he makes some progress. He's doing pretty well. Okay, Burmy. I think Shinx can take Burmy. Oh. Come on, Shinx. What are you doing, Shinx? Some Pokemon only appear in the morning, some appear at night, some don't appear at all. Okay. So, gonna swap out CDT Pro. It's kind of good because we've already got our 3 of our party down already. So there's a little thing with Dawn here. Which does kind of go on for a little bit. I'm gonna have to sort of get rid of all the talking. But this is Looker. That's his code name. He is like sort of like undercover police. He's gonna be tracking Team Galactic through the game. But he gives us the Versus Recorder, which is pretty cool. I don't use it myself, but it's there anyway. So, anyway, he's off. And that leaves us with Dawn. And, so the next thing to do is, just for the end of the video, come and talk to Barry and give him his journal. For giving him his journal, he will give you a time map. So anyway, next time, guys, we'll be going through a few more things here in not Orenburg City, Jubilife City. So see you next time.